Okay, folks, so here's the new thing. You know how President Biden panders to just about everything that if he turns to a child, he panders to a child. If he turns to a Muslim, he'll suddenly say that he grew up being a lifeguard at a Muslim swimming pool in Saudi Arabia, even though it wasn't really Scranton, Pennsylvania. So that's what he's known for, to pander to everybody. He's a slithering snake of a chameleon, and he will change his colors for whoever and whatever. And he'll say, no, seriously, seriously. He always says that. And then you know he's lying, because he is a narcissistic sociopath who is all about himself. Okay, so as it says here, as we all know, President Biden will say anything to pander to his audience, as I have said. As we reported earlier, he visited the site of the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse and noted that the Biden family went way back in that bay, back in the mid-1800s. Remember, there were Bidens everywhere on Earth, okay, since like the 1500s. They were everywhere at every event, every major event, and most all disasters. That I believe, yeah, for sure, because when there's a disaster, there must be a Biden around. He also let the families of those who were killed in the bridge collapse know that he knows what it's like to lose a child. Of course, but he didn't really specify if his son Bo died in Iraq, which he didn't. And Bo also worked for JAG, the law department. We know from his visit to Puerto Rico that Biden was sort of raised in the Puerto Rican community back in Scranton, which has had a massive influx of Puerto Ricans in the past 50 years into Scranton. We know that, yes, just flooded with Puerto Ricans. He's also a devout Catholic who attended a black church regularly. Apparently, you didn't know that. No, he didn't. He was lying. Biden told the Rainbow Push Coalition, this week the White House observed Greek Independence Day. I'm surprised that they didn't call out Trans Visibility Day on Greek Independence Day. That's for next year. They're going to change that to non-binary pansexual Baker's Day or something. So just wait for that to show up on your Google Calendar. He celebrated it with Archbishop Elpidophoros of America. Not surprisingly, Biden shared with the audience how he had a very close relationship with the Greek church.
One of the things that I learned early on was that I had a very close relationship with the Greek American community, for real, in the heart, and I mean, real, and the church there as well.
Okay, so another lie. One of the things I learned, so you heard, and he continues on here. That's just a small clip, but he did continue on. He says, I think if there were, I forget the exact number of votes, but I think every Greek American Delaware voted for me because no. By the way, as some of the Delawareans would tell you, that's where I acquired a nickname I'm very proud of. I am Joe Bidenopoulos. That's the nickname I got. So, yeah, sure. And so Joe Bidenopoulos, apparently now, he's Greek. How many different communities and churches did he grow up in at this point? Depends if there is an ice cream parlor in that town. So he's a Catholic, AME, Jewish, Greek, Orthodox, pretty much. And he's black, too. Just remember that. Don't forget that. Apparently his childhood was one of nonstop multiculturalism as he frequented an endless string of communities and houses of worship. At this juncture, are there any left to be claimed? I don't know. He'll make up something. Aliens are next. All of them, this everyman of now unknown multitudinous ethnic descent. Baron von Grimm says, when I was growing up, Scranton was the Port-au-Prince of America, essentially, yeah. So if he ever shows up to a group of Haitians, he's going to tell them that basically I was the lifeguard at a swimming pool in Haiti. It happened to be near Scranton. And so I remember that. I was there. I swear. No, it's real. It's real. And Ted Dodson says, we have learned that whenever Biden uses words like, for real, or I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. He is lying. I suppose he continues to believe someone is buying into his fanciful tales. In his head, yes, there are a series of invisible people and probably passed away great uncles and aunts and great-grandparents that exist in his head, and he talks to them most of the time. And that's most of his interaction with real people during the day. Otherwise, he's just told what to do. For real, no joke. These are his tells. For real. And I'm not making this up. And this is no joke. And I mean, this is sincerely are his tells. Delaware is the melting pot of the world, I guess. And this is true. Delaware, which was, I don't know if it still is, but was deemed one of the whitest states in the United States. Even back in Joe's day, the 40s and 50s, 60s, I guess, it always was known, at least I knew that growing up, that Delaware, if you want good, spicy cuisine and ethnic cuisine, Delaware is the hot spot for it. Forget about Houston, Chicago, New York, or actually going to India or Turkey or somewhere to get, ethnic cuisine. Head over to the great, huge state of Delaware to get your mixture of multiculturalism. So that's where it's all the essence of ethnicity starts, I guess, right? If you're Greek and vote for the other guy, you're a Malacca. Okay, next week he'll throw a rug down and start praying to Allah. He did as a child, at a swimming pool, that he was a lifeguard over a bunch of Muslims at a Muslim swimming pool in Saudi Arabia, which happened to be next to Scranton. Yep, he's always had a very close relationship with the Muslim community, remember? He was a member of every community, so diverse. Yep, so now he's Greek Orthodox, right? Am I right on that one? Yeah, so apparently that's where we're at. Give him an ice cream and tell him to shut up and sit in the corner with a diaper. Hate to say it, but it's just true. It's part of growing old for him, and that's sweet. No one should be associated with Biden. He molested his daughter. He targets political opponents. He's massively corrupt, and he is now siding with terrorists. He's simply awful. Wow, he's Catholic, Baptist, Muslim, and now Greek Orthodox. Biden has a tell. When Biden uses the phrases, no joke, for real, trust me, plus several others, he's lying. Yep, that's a sure indication. That is your polygraph test right there. If you want to know he's lying, look for those phrases. For real, no, I'm not kidding. And I just love yogurt too, said Biden. Now he's Greek Orthodox. Yep, so make it stop in God's name, make the lying stop. He is so embarrassing. Okay, so let's, oh my goodness sakes. Okay, this thing's huge. But I think this right here, I'm not going to play the whole thing, but this is, must be his gaffes.
It's just
2.5 hours.
We got to reassure, look, my message to everybody I talk to is
Play the radio. Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone. Make sure the kids hear words. I got hairy legs that turn, that turn.
I'm not going to stop playing it right there because that's some royalty music right there. That's Star Wars music, so YouTube will probably ding me big time if I play that. If you want to watch this, I'm going to go ahead and look up this thing on his Greek Orthodox thing. You'll find this video. It's like 2.5 hours long of all his gaffes. And frankly, folks, hate to say it, but he's an idiot. Like objectively, if you look at it, if you could break down what an idiot is, it's this right here. Lifetime of corruption on a weak brain. And then you get this stuff here where he's telling black kids stories about his hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun, and the kids love to touch his legs in the pool. Yeah, that's who he is. That's who he is, folks. I mean, for real, man. For sure. Let me see if I have this straight. When Biden was young, he went to the white church in the morning, then to the black church after, then went to the Greek church after that. Well, yeah. I hear the entire Democrat Party is going Greek in the conference room. Seems it isn't a crime. Given all the time Joe Biden says he spent in Roman Catholic, Black, Puerto Rican, and Greek Orthodox churches, you'd think he'd have heard the 10 Commandments and prohibitions against bribery. Good one. Well, you'd think he would by now. So, yep, duped again. Anyway, You Biden voters, yep, you have got to be the biggest dupes in the universe right now, and I feel sorry for you. I pray every day for you, perhaps. Those of you who are actually involved in using this guy and using each other and know exactly the malicious intent of your hearts, I pray for you too. So anyway, bless you all, and please put a like and subscribe on this video if you haven't subscribed already, and I will talk to you later. Bye.